let's pick up one more or some more of what Dr. Umar had to say.
This was bigger than football. This was about the survival of the HBCU.
It's bigger than Deion,
especially,
though, Dr. Umar.
no,
Yes,
no,
it is. I think
no. Stop trying
you're blaming an individual.
Stop trying to give celebrities a pass, Charlamagne.
No, you're blaming an individual.
I'm not blaming him.
The issue.
I'm blaming black men for not being men.
But you know what?
I'm blaming us for not being men. That was an unmanly move.
Can you admit one thing?
Deion could have went down in history, brother.
Are HBCUs chronically underfunded?
Of course.
Were they chronically underfunded before Deion?
Yes. Yes.
Will they be chronically underfunded after Deion?
Yes. Absolutely.
What are those reasons that they're chronically underfunded?
Okay, something going on. I'm starting to freeze up. I don't know if my Wi-Fi is getting wonky. But I really want to say this. And I find myself in a very strange position. But you see, this is another case of Charlamagne the God being right and Dr. Umar attempting to, number one, loud talk over Charlamagne the God when he is making a point. And number two, he also is about to just make some shit up. And you already know he is, because he just said it's a system and not an individual. But now he's saying that Deion Sanders is wrong. Okay, let's see if it's going to work with me.
Because we as black men have not come together to create the funding source to make sure they survive. I don't want to hear about the government. We have too many wealthy blacks. Y'all interview them every day.
I'm with you. So you got low alumni donors,
okay,
right?
Okay.
Low endowments.
Correct.
That's a us problem.
He part of us. Why you keep exhibiting celebrity?
He's part of us. So you want him to be the answer, him being Deion Sanders. You want him to be the answer to all of our problems, when, just like Charlamagne said, that's a us problem. It's just like I talk about Kanye West and how if we had put our foot down as the black community when Kanye West said that stupid shit about slavery being a choice, if we had put our foot down as the black community, then maybe Kanye West wouldn't be acting the way he is right now. Maybe he would get some help and have gotten the help that he needed and stayed with the help that he needed, because we chastised him back in the day. The fact that larger institutions, and by the institutions, I mean institutions of privilege and institutions of racism and institutions of us being subservient, those institutions would crumble if we were to stand together and commit to something. And this is bigger than Deion Sanders. And like he said, it's a us problem. We need to get together and fix these issues. There is nothing that Deion Sanders, being the coach at Jackson State, is going to do to that issue. We have to fix that ourselves.
They're not better than us.
He's one person.
Okay, but the point is that one man could have been a catalyst for a movement that would have revolutionized the survival of HBCUs.
But why does the movement stop just because he left? HBCUs gonna
You're
still be here.
missing the point.
No.
The abolition wasn't just about Frederick Douglass. But if Frederick Douglass would have pulled out, it would have hurt it. The Underground Railroad wasn't just about Harriet, but if she would have pulled out, it would have failed.
So what was the
civil rights movement wasn't just
Deion?
about King.
Before Deion 3 years ago, what was
they
the
were
HBCU
struggling,
movement?
and he could have helped save it. And for him to pull out of Jackson State the way that he did it before making sure the HBCU system survived, to me, was selfish. He chose money over the movement, Charlamagne, and celebrities do it all the time, and y'all want to give him a pass. Nobody get no pass. I don't care who Deion Sanders is. He had a chance to help, and he hurt, and y'all want to condone that because you black celebrities are not committed to the best interests of black people.
Let me ask you a question.
Now, two things here. Thing number one is he said, you black celebrities are not committed to the, and I forgot how he put it, but we're not. They're not committed to Black people. When he said you Black celebrities, he included Charlamagne the God in that. That's number one. What was my second point? And number two, he's very offended at Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders, who basically took a loss in money working for Jackson State. And by that, I mean, he donated parts of his salary to fix the facilities. He took a very lowball offer for a head coaching salary. So he's coming out at the end of this at a loss in money, which means he's already, just by doing that, has already done more than a lot of people have for HBCUs. But we're going to get to that part of the argument. But I just thought it was interesting that Dr. Umar said, you Black celebrities. And he meant Charlamagne the God as well.
Let me ask you a question. When Deion was coaching high school kids for several years, you know, when he
we
was
ain't talking about that. We're talking about survival of HBCU.
I'm gonna get there. When he was coaching high school kids for several years, you know, Black kids, when he was opening up Prime Prep Academy that got closed down because they had financial issues. When he went to Jackson State for $1.2 million for 4 years and said, you know what, y'all
he didn't even stay for 4 years.
But listen, y'all take half this salary and go build a better go build a better facility for students, and he got to pay back $300,000.
And after all that, I'm still going to leave Jackson State for a super white college that got a 1.6 Black student.
But you ain't let me finish my point.
Rate. Wait.
How can you say he's a
1.6 Black students, which means the only Blacks on that campus are the athletes, and you're going to tell me that that's a step up?
Now, he did it again. He loud talked over Charlamagne the God when Charlamagne the God was making a point that he could not get around. Dr. Umar is really good at that type of deflection. If I just get louder and I'll just talk over you because you're about to make a point that I can't refute. Deion Sanders has done, I can't say more. He has done his part to ensure the survival of, or to ensure the success of young Black men.